Si déjame tu sombra, si déjame tu sombra.
So this is a hopefully you can hear me in this video. I'm using a new recorder. I had to test it out. This was a Cash App request. They wanted me the person, I'm not gonna say the person's name because I always protect the people who do Cash App requests. Wanted me to one of my commentary on your boy Austin Holloman previous video of him getting checked in Colombia and them basically telling them like, why are you recording us? So I'm gonna actually break it down. Also, this shout out to the person who gave me this live because it was so many good nuggets in here that I can literally make this somewhat an hour, right? Hopefully the timer don't go off. So this live sums up everything you can know about Austin Holloman. Mind you, just last year he shot through the streams. This is a classic black person who scams their way to the top. He gets paid to travel, and mind you, he literally like I said, he literally used the Passport Bro movement, fucked it all up, and then left. He attracted some of the most low self-esteem having black men that you probably could ever produce in a certain environment and started drawing them to Passport Bros. The Passport Bro movement wasn't for low self-esteem guys. It was mainly for guys who wanted to do better than they do here. It was about men that didn't want to be stuck being being a bunch of lookovers, right? Guys that didn't want to spend their majority of their life trying to pursue something and selling themselves out. You know, the live with Zero and how he told you guys that you have to beg for pussy or you have to be down with the LGBTQ community stuff just to get women, or you wait for some parade or some you wait for something to happen and you benefit off of somebody else's death, and as long as you get pussy, it's okay. That's one of the reasons why people, this is one of the reasons why nobody wants black men in their environment, because we will burn we will burn an entire city down just for some pussy. It's pretty sad. We have destroyed reputations. We have destroyed our friendships for some pussy. I think we're the only race to do that at high numbers. I'm not saying that we're the only race that does it, but we're the only race that does it for high numbers. Dudes lose friendship over vagina. And the saddest thing that I ever seen is that you see a lot of the dudes, especially in this space, because there's a microcosm of what goes on in the real world. They will roast you, they will call you names, they will call you bitches and all this other stuff. And then when they need help, it's, let's stick together, brother. We all got to work together. But when it's for them to get in their pussy, they're throwing you under the bus. They're talking down to you. So how can you trust men like this? This is why a lot of other countries and men don't want us around. Because they know what we're about. They see it. They see how we treat each other. They see what we do. They see the videos that these guys make. They're like, you willing to sell your own men out for that? Why don't you work together to get an advantage over these women? Nobody never came together and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to make sure this guy gets some vagina. I'm going to make sure this guy gets some sex. Because we got to work together. We both men. Instead, it's some hierarchy bullshit. And that's why black men will always be at the bottom. White guys team up. Latino guys team up. Asian guys team up. Asian guys came up with a whole plan to get their race some pussy. China literally went to Africa to fuck African chicks and get them pregnant and bounce. They rewarded their most loyal people in their country just to go to Africa and fuck. They created a whole national thing to fuck. But you want to say it's wrong for somebody to go overseas to travel? Every other country back in WW2, the Japanese Empire. I think that's what it's called, Empire. I'm not trying to get its correct tone. They went around taking over countries in order to successfully satisfy their men. Some of the worst atrocities that you probably ever will hear from is when Japan went to the Philippines and they raped so many people. But that was for their men. Every country seemed to know most countries know how to satisfy their men so their men can be working harder for them, for their country and for their city and for their state and for everything else. America's the only place that tell you got to work for 5 minutes of sex. You got to compromise yourselves for 5 minutes of sex. So now you created a guy like Austin Holloman. You create a guy like Austin Holloman. And with a guy like Austin Holloman, okay. A guy like Austin Holloman A guy like Austin Holloman, he's an opportunist. He was born around women. He was born around bullshit. He learned how to use people. He used a whole bunch of people who didn't want to travel because they scared themselves to get hurt or something. So basically they needed a younger guy. And at first I thought Austin Holloman was he was the guy. He was the kid that basically was showing that the next generation had a bright future because they didn't need this environment to gain sexual experience and women experience. They were showing another option. Then he turned into another Pookie. And they showed that he was a big fucking letdown. So let's hear this live right here, him going in the streets of Cartagena. Mind you, this live is for him thinking that he is better than the other guys going to Colombia. But at the same time, he paid to go there to Colombia. He's not going to the same areas as the guys who got, there's a different archetype, the dudes that went overseas. And a lot of people are not talking about that. The dudes that went overseas, there's guys that I know that go to Colombia and pay for sex. They're not getting robbed. And they're not getting scotamine. You know why? Because they're not loud. They don't show money. And they pay before they go there. They pay to have protection before they go there. Your boy Austin Holloman paid for protection. He didn't pay. He paid for protection in certain areas. Not in every area.
So they kept turning around, so I pointed at myself like, you looking at me, and they were like, And so, I'm trying to flag them down and tell them to stop walking away. They didn't stop walking. They got like 500 feet away, and they turned around and stopped and look, I'm not gonna keep doing that shit. I had enough of this shit. Anyway, I ain't got time for that. I really don't have time for bullshit. I'm not the type of person to try twice anyway. So, call it what you want, I don't give a damn.
Now, mind you, I showed y'all, I think I had a screenshot of what he was trying to do. This nigga was trying to teach people how to be a digital nomad. This nigga is trying to teach you game overseas. Mind you, this is after he called niggas incels. This is after he disavowed Passport Bros. This is even after the fact that this nigga had a tattoo of Passport Bros, then had to remove the tattoo because he looked stupid. All these antics that he doing, he wanted you to pay him to teach you how to talk to women overseas. There is no way that you can learn how to talk to women overseas with the American mindset. This is why I laughed at the guys and I made a debunk video on if women were the same everywhere, you would have the same numbers, and you would have to you can go overseas and tell guys, local men, how to get their women. If women were the same everywhere. This is why I have to check niggas and say, well, women are the same everywhere. Okay. Where you been at? I've been to Japan. Can you walk up to a Japanese guy, tell him how to get his girl? Tell a Japanese guy who don't know how to get women in his country, can you tell him how to get women in his country? And then they pause. Because you don't know the language. You don't know the whole culture. You don't know the different complexities that goes on over there. You just know the surface level shit. Would you go tell a Japanese dude to go to the gym? You gonna tell a Korean dude to go to the gym and get six pack abs? Would you gonna tell a Brazilian dude to go get dreads and get tattoos? That's what you gonna do? That's what you gonna do? Self-improve?
No, that shit gotta stop.
So he's getting mad because women overseas are shy. Because they don't want to mess with you. This is why I say he's socially awkward. They're not trying to be killed like other women being killed by their foreign boyfriends. And that's been a thing going on for all countries. There's a black dude that just got executed, I think last year, in China. Because he raped and killed a married woman. And when she tried to break it off from her husband, he was from California. He choked her and raped her. And got locked up and got executed.
I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna have to just go back to Brazil. I really am.
Good luck going back to Brazil, because once you turn that camera on, and once you turn that camera on, he like an idiot. Once you turn that camera on, I'm gonna tell you right now from the experience I had talking to guys over there, they're not gonna fuck with you, dude. They're not playing with you. Those gangs will find you, and you will have a video of you in a grassland getting stabbed up. Let me tell you a story what happened last year. There was a guy in a bar over in Brazil. I'm not gonna get the story because I can find the story and I can I can show you the video. It's on one of the other sites, but I'm not gonna show you the video, actual video. But the story's out there. There was a guy who tried to hit on a girl. He didn't know her age. The uncle, I think the uncle got mad that he hit on his niece and said, yeah, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of her. Right? They brung the guy, they brung the kid in the forest with his uncle. And they slit the kid's throat in front of the uncle. Because he said something to his teenage niece. Even though he didn't know her age. They were same age. I think the kid was like 20. I think the kid was 17. And his niece was like 16. He got so mad that he killed a kid in front of his uncle. Because he didn't like the way they was talking to him. Life is cheap in Brazil. So all that thuggish shit, all that roasting shit, all that player talk, all that game shit, that shit don't work. Half of those dudes that's over in Brazil, they don't do that. I had to go back and forth. With a dude that was under his comments like a year ago. And I said, do you say this type of shit to guys in Brazil? Do you talk about game and swag? And he shut the fuck up. I'm like, then you don't talk. You talking that to me, talking about women are the same everywhere, but you ain't gonna say that shit to these guys over there in Brazil. They'll check you immediately. The minute you hit them, the minute you done. That's why I love about going overseas, cause niggas can't act the way they do over here. They gotta act with some sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to Brazil where the women are smiley and bold. And that don't mean that they approach you, but they just not it's just not no bullshit, man. All that guessing game shit. Life is not a fucking guess.
So he can't adapt to the fact that he has to do a little work. But this is the guy who trying to teach you game. And try to teach you how to be an expat. Let me explain to you in other cultures and other countries, right? And somebody who has the least experience, but the most experience with women of other nationalities. Certain nationalities are shy. They don't know who you are. And also, they don't want to say the wrong thing to you. That's a good thing that's a good advantage to have when you're talking to somebody. Oh yeah, well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to this guy. It's better to have that. It's better that you have that power than a female have that power. You don't even understand the kind of position that you in. When you understand that it's good to have somebody be worried about saying the wrong things to you. Where you got to correct them sometimes, but you don't. It's better you have that in your possession than a woman having in possession. Because you said the wrong thing, small wrong thing, women will talk shit about you and then bounce. But if you have that power, you can correct them. You could saying the wrong thing to me won't really make me angry. But if you say a drastic thing, it's certain levels that you said the wrong thing to me. It's certain words that are in the red. And there's certain words in the green, and there's certain words in the yellow. As soon as you said certain words that's in the yellow, and that persists when it's in the yellow zone type of wording, and your sentences is all yellow, yellow, yellow in my head, we're done. Red, a couple red times, okay, I'm gonna have to correct you. But if it's all green, then we're good. And he don't get that.
Anyway, you guys, I went to the, they're inviting, perfect word. I went to the cigar shop, the other one that you guys told me. They had Nicaraguan cigars. Thank God.
And this dude, and I want to tell you about this guy. In almost his older videos, he never was a cigar smoker. So he thinks that smoking a cigar means that you're somehow this cool guy. The fuck? Okay.
Man, I told you guys they got a haircut.
Now mind you, he's spending guys' money. He's not spending his money. He didn't make a lot of money as a barber. And he had, like I said, I went down his video list. He had videos trying to tell people how to be a barber when he probably wasn't even a great barber himself, right? So basically, you guys, the people, his fans, are funding his lifestyle, and he don't even have the audacity to treat y'all with respect.
Not my hair anymore. People can do just as good on me without me, and they can blend it better into the top. So I'm gonna let them do it from now on. Now when I get to Europe or back to Asia, that might be a different scenario. But over here, yeah. He said you're not welcome there. Well, we just gonna have to find out. He said point me to the entertainment. You know that song? You know.
Wow, he gonna have to find out. I think this dude got a death wish. I really do. I think that he thinks that nothing can go wrong with him. I think that he thinks that he can do anything he want. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm in the same level as Man of Tomorrow at this point right now. Of when Man of Tomorrow said, "I'm gonna be there waiting when this dude get his head mashed in." I pay attention to a lot of Brazilian news. Those guys don't play over there. They do not fuck around. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not a good idea to try to push the buttons of Brazilian dudes. It is not a good idea to do something like that. It ain't. It's not. It's just not. It's not a good idea.
You guys know the song Gucci Mane made that was called Hood Bitches? Where you somehow point me to the hood bitch. Like, I'm not saying I want no hood chick, but I know what he means when he says that, and that's how I'm feeling at this point.
So, you take your ass to other countries to talk about hood bitches. You take your ass all the way to another country when you could have kept your ass here. Why would you want hood chicks in other countries? They're more dangerous than the women here because they look good and you can smash, and that's how they get you in their web. You get to smash, and then eventually that's how they gapped you up.
I'm tired. And then dudes are in my Discord trying to tell me about dudes are in my Discord, Dr. Durden's in my Discord trying to tell me about joining a friend group to meet women. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that shit either. Kings and Dreams trying to tell me about that too. Where he's like, you gotta meet a homeboy. You gotta have some Colombian homeboys. I'm not relying on another man to get no pussy.
Here we go. It's that prideful shit. It's called social interaction, you stupid fuck. He's mentally ill. He don't understand. This is how it works to get women. And it's the basic shit that you can get women. People talk up. People will talk you up before somebody even meets you. Oh yeah, man. Chris is funny, man. Yo, man, he's funny as shit. Yo, he know a lot of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. While they're talking in a circle. And then they want to know who the fuck this guy is that this guy's always talking about. Then you finally show up. Oh, he ain't what I think he look like. Well, let me try to see if he is who he is. Oh my God, he is funny. Guess what? That's half the work. Somebody talked you up. That's the whole point of having the social friends, so it could be better. You need social friends in order to, so you don't have to do the unnecessary work, and you can get to certain point A to point B. In every country, you need a liaison. In every... Come on, man. Get the f out of here. You need a liaison for every country you in. So they can tell you the do's and the don'ts. They can tell you where to go and where not to go. This is the reason why a lot of people are getting hurt. This is the reason why a lot of people are getting killed. Because they're not trusting the locals and the people who lived there their whole life to get them through shit. Now I don't want to get no, y'all want to get no, I don't want no man to get pussy, because guess what? That's how other cultures do it. Other cultures filter out the wrong bitches so you can get to the right bitches. Unlike black society. That means they don't want to get you no whores. They don't want to get no fucking single moms, no baby moms, none of that shit. They point you to the regular chicks. And if you want to get a fun girl, they get a fun girl who actually keeps her fucking mouth shut because she fucked all the other guys. And guess what? It's up to you to keep your mouth shut too. Your environment and the group of men that you be with, they tell you what not to do and what to do. They keep their eye on everybody. They're not going to lead you into fucked up whores who going to try to play games with you. But this guy don't understand that. He's a fucking idiot.
So, we're walking. I'm just not. And I was saying in the Discord, when they were like, the best way to meet women is through a friend group.
And it is. Your way of doing things, sometimes you need assistance with some of that shit. All you have to do is filter in the dudes and tell them, show pictures of the girls that you are interested in and the dudes that do the job for you. And they'll tell you where the girls are at. You need somebody to tell you not to go to certain places. Certain girls you can't fuck with. Don't matter if they talk to you or not. Some girls are connected to drug dealers, drug traffickers. Some girls are connected to big bosses. Some guys are connected to dudes that are possessive. And they will drop that girl. They will drop her in an instant if they think that she's talking to another guy. And I'm not talking about drop her as dumping her. Drop her in another way. Punch her, beat her out, everything. You got to be careful who you talk to. You can't go to another country and think that the whole country is made for you. Dude, you have a percentage to who you can talk to and who you can be with. And that percentage is better than the percentage that you got in this country. Appreciate that. But dumb niggas like this is the reason. Hey man, the guy, the person who put me onto this, you got some good concept here. Because I'm being pissed because this dumb nigga is pissing me off right now, man.
Bullshit.
That's the best way to spend that's the best way to say you went on one date a month. That's the best way to say that. Because if you rely on some friends, dudes ain't just passing out pussy. I'm not believing.
Yes they do. The European guys don't mind passing around their wives. European guys don't mind passing around bitches, man. They the most over the top motherfuckers. I heard stories from a bunch of guys who was telling everybody when they was going to Brazil to go to Europe. They're passing around women like nothing. They have a better social. I already read the stats. They're passing around bitches like it's nothing. Beautiful women too.
Gay dudes not even passing out pussy like that. Like they not just, oh, here come my homie here. And they do it the most, but they ain't doing it enough for me to rely on that shit. No, I don't need a jet ski. Huh?
¿Qué?
No necesito. No, a cuca. What is that? I don't even know what that is, so I ain't gonna be able to use it.
And this is one thing that pisses me off about these beginners. I told you that before you go somewhere, you gotta acclimate into their culture. After this video, I'm gonna show you how you acclimate into some of the culture and how much options you have if you don't compromise yourself and you try to learn another language or another culture. You'll end up adding something to your arsenal in order to open the doors for more women. So let's go.
He said walking the city like a vulture hungry for I'm not hungry for shit. I told you guys since before I came to Colombia. I ain't never been a pro Colombian guy. So if you thought I was gonna come here and just be like, come here. That's why I say when I promote certain cities here, I say if you want to come to Colombia, this is where you should start. I'm not telling you to do shit. Yeah, the state's out of the question. Yeah, a friend group is a source to meet women, but I would never rely on that shit. So people tell me the best way to meet women in Colombia is through a friend group, and if it's not that, then you need to, if you cold approach, that's unnecessary to anyone.
Hey, mind you, this guy made a actual stream of telling you he can. You got to pay him to teach you how to cold approach women overseas. He haven't absorbed anybody's culture yet, at all. I've been in multiple cities and haven't fully traveled yet. And I'm more cultured than him through multiple cultures. Through their music, you can easily get the gist of a culture through their music, TV shows, and some of their movies. And their language. And being around them. I got pictures of me in Puerto Rican Day parades. I used to have pictures around me looking at soccer games. I tried everything. And I found out that it'd be some fine looking women at soccer games. But I said that I'll save that for the next.
Anyway, and if you no, I'm on a live right now, man. I can't. God damn. Motherfucker ain't got no respect. Anyway, night two.
Oh shit! You hear the music? You hear the beat?
Brazil.
You can't say you from Brazil and you can't even speak the language. At least if you actually, let's see, this is, if that was me that walking down the street and he'd be like, "Yo, where you from?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm from the U.S., man." You're like, "Oh yeah, oh," I'm like, "What is that music, man, right there? What is that?" He'd be like, "Oh, that's what we're doing." I'm like, "Oh, it sounds just like this MC from Brazil." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, "Yo, let me listen to some more music." Like, can you spit? You know, I want to hear you spit real quick, man. And when you see him start rapping and stuff, I'm like, "Who your favorite artist here? Can you move along some music for me, man?" You know, blah 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 blah. And I'll be saying it in Spanish. So I'll be asking him, "Do we know certain things about Serena, whatever, and also the music that they good in?" And he'll probably get you the music. He sound like he like music. Now he looks like he's somewhere else. Now I wouldn't have this conversation if he looked like one of those scammer dudes. But this is how you actually communicate with people who's playing music. You gotta see if they listen to other music. different types of variations of music. Now I kind of messed up on it because I'm trying to get this live, trying to get this video done because I don't know the thing. But the fact is, you can't ignore people when they're trying to engage with you. That's some socially awkward shit. Even people who try to engage with me, and I don't want to talk to nobody here, and I can still have a somewhat small conversation with somebody. Surface level conversation is not that hard. When they start getting deep into it, be like, okay, I can't reveal any of my personal shit. He don't even know this right here. He don't know anything about this. He should have known about this, and he should try to take some classes. You know how many women you can meet if you try to communicate in the same manner as them? You know how many women you can meet if you actually found a football team you like? Or the kind of food, testing out the food that agrees with your stomach. I know more about traveling than this dumb nigga, because I already put the package together for myself. But every time I'm willing to travel, some shit pop off and I have to stay here. That's it. Every single time something happened, my money gets in. I was like, I can't do it. I got responsibilities here. I got to make sure everything here is perfect. Because I can't just pick up and go, come back here and be broke as fuck. No. That's stupid. That's some dumb shit that guys like him do.
You gotta. Huh? Número. Ah, yeah, yo tengo. Paduda. To sleep with a chick and just burn off. I need to sleep with her like 5 times. Minimum. We need to smash and be friends.
What? You need to smash and be friends. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck you talking about in culture. Once you having sex with girls in some of these cultures, that is a gateway to friendship. You know how many of these chicks be smashing, and they not like the whores over here where they fucking and they try to put dudes in certain categories. You will have access to her based off the fact if you good or not. She will cut off every single dude if you good in bed. She'll probably give every single dude a chance to hit. And they probably will. But if you're the best one in bed, she will stay with you. And she cut them motherfuckers off. And it'll evolve to how you treating her outside of that shit. Because at some point, oh shit. At some point, you and her will get to in some kind of deep conversations. Most countries, most Latin countries, one of the first languages in speaking of getting to know a person is through sex. There's a hypersexual culture in some of these Spanish-speaking countries because that's the only way you can get to each other, to know each other immediately. A woman to know what kind of person you are if she just fucking you. Not through talking, but through fucking you, through your body. That's the reason why they all central. This is the reason why they got the dances. This is the reason why the dances are a thing. If you know some of these dances, you know exactly how it is. It's all about preparing to have sex. It's preparing the setup before it. Some of these dances are sensual. Some of these dances are about relaxing and also sensualness. Some of the music and the beats are there just to express a certain type of language that you can't speak through your mouth. You got to speak it through your actions.
I bet you black men are exotic in Russia. Why would they be normal? You gotta maximize the ROI. Yeah, exactly. Dudes that smash one time and then be like, oh, I didn't call it back. I would do that if I didn't have a good experience. But if I had a good experience, why the hell would I burn off?
Sí,
also, when you travel, make sure you got certain locations locked down, certain places where it's all about familiarity. They showed that into the movie. Fuck, Denzel Washington movie. What the fuck that shit called? God damn it! Where's that damn fucking movie called? Denzel Washington movie. Let me check. Let me check. Denzel Washington movie. Where is it? Where is it? Denzel Washington movie. The Equalizer 3. Oh, come on. Please don't do that. Okay. I was about to say, did it go off? I'm getting to a good point right now. Equalizer 3. In that movie, he always went to a coffee place to have coffee. At some point, the people got used to him. And over, they got used to him. And they got used to him seeing there. They start making conversations for him. Not only that, at some point, they wanted him to be a part of the community. After he did what he did, he became one of them. See, that's the whole point. It's called familiarity. Even if people don't like you, they start seeing your patterns and they start seeing the way you move, and then they start changing their opinion about you because they, oh shit, I'm sorry. In their head, they didn't speak it. They didn't never speak it. That's a lot. That's what I like about other cultures. Sometimes they don't fuck up with saying dumb shit out their mouth, like not like black people. They have roast you, they say some stupid shit out their mouth, and then they say, oh, let's forget that. No, nigga, you pay me for me to forget the shit that you said about me. Because that's the only way. That's the American way. But other people, they will not talk about you until they see you for who you are. Sometimes it might take 2 months for people to get used to you. Sometimes it takes 6. Sometimes it might take 2 years. You have to be a patient person with people because they don't trust people. It's the same thing with small ass areas. They know every single body in that area. Soon as you come in, who the hell is this guy? What is he here for? They ask the waiter, why he here? Who's this guy? Is he just moved here? What's he about? Look at his background. Those in small towns. People who care about their neighborhood, they see exactly who coming in and who out. Guess what? In these countries, they all know each other. And they want to make sure that the person who comes in their place ain't a danger to them. And if the environment is a danger to them, they'll protect you and tell you, hey, you need to bounce. You shouldn't be a part of what's going on here. It protects you when you have a certain social it protects you when you have a certain social participation. When you're participating in certain social levels, you get protection and you also get the ability of familiarity.
Never dated an American woman. Steve Myers sent $2. Thank you for the super chat. G-Stick said, yeah, we're in the same. We need to stay in contact. We're in the same place. Singles in a Puma shirt.
Don't mean shit.
Don't mean shit. Don't mean shit.
There's no truths and shits was overseas, you stump fuck. There's many different ways in every country has a particular way of their dating. You just have to figure it out. This is why I said women are not the same everywhere. There's certain levels of things that you have to understand when you go to another country. There's many different options of dating overseas that is not available here. This is why When somebody says you're a loser, if you're a loser over here, you're a loser over there. Okay, and then I ask the same dumb nigga something. I say, okay, if you good with women over here, that means you'll be able to take all the women overseas, right? Right? If you good with women over here in this country, you mean you good with women, every woman overseas, right? And they be like, no, that's no. It's the same shit, dickhead. So don't fucking say some stupid shit like that to my mouth, to me, or out your fucking mouth, unless you want to get checked. I mean, I defeat people all the time, man, in chats and comment sections and shit. Sometimes my pronunciation or my little grammar and shit fucked up. But the fact is, sometimes I'll be used to typing back and forth on Twitter, and they give you a limited option thinking I'm gonna pay them to put long ass paragraphs. No.
He said stay a while like you did in Kenya. The difference is I was pro-Kenya. I'm not against Colombia, but I'm not just promoting. You guys remember how I promoted Kenya? I was showing y'all the real estate. I was showing y'all women, the food, my friend circle. You haven't seen me do any of that here. So honestly, the longer I stay, the more I'm going to complain. Was to do a documentary. And I said, since I'm already in Colombia, I'm going to travel around Colombia because I know Medellin is not all of Colombia. And I was right. There's better parts of Colombia than Medellin. But I'm not crazy about it. This is what happens when your passport has too many stamps. That has a lot to do with it. I think if I had only been to 2 countries.
And he's going to talk about how the fact that I told you in another video, I said his Brazil was the only country for this guy. Every single other country looks like he's bored. He's forcing himself the fuck with these women overseas when he like Brazilian women. This is why I say as a man, you gotta like different flavors. So you don't know what the fuck gonna happen in your life. Sometimes you have to like certain flavors. And you have to know what levels you don't want to go down to. To me, my levels, black women at the bottom of my levels of dating at all. White women are at the top of that. I don't want to be stuck with them. White women that just don't do the thing. Porn wise, they do. Real life wise, I don't like the scammy, sketchy shit they do. The type of shit that they are into, all the shit that they was a part of, and the shit that I can see them do, and the flexibility of bullshit they can do. But Asian, Latinos, Middle Eastern, Indian, I'm all for them.
Yeah, maybe I would be like, oh, like, this is like amazing, but it's hard to impress me now. When I know I have the power to jump and move somewhere else. And then y'all keep asking me to go to other cities. You want me to go to another city so I can complain about some more shit? I think the area we were back at was better because I think the more we walk this way, the more prostitution we gonna see, and the more bullshit gonna be going on that way. So we're gonna turn back this way. Yeah, I saw a chick in South Africa. We got a cash app from Mike Neal. He sent $2. Thank you very much. come back to Nairobi. As soon as I go to Paraguay to apply for my residency, it's wherever after that. I told myself I go to Turkey and Greece, which I probably should do that first, because once I go to Turkey and Greece, once I go to Kenya, I'm gonna be there at least a month. I'm not gonna want to leave. But I saw a picture of this chick from South Africa, and I was like, God damn, man.
And some people was telling me that basically he's trying to teach courses to people, and he's not running out of money, but he was close to running out of money when he was in Africa. People was telling me that he was in Africa, he was losing a lot of money because niggas didn't want to see them African chicks. They're like, why would I want to see chicks? I could see chicks and black chicks over here that look 10 times better. And that's why he started traveling overseas. That's why he went to Colombia, because he know Colombia is a good spot for people to relook. So he needed to keep this shit up. Soon as he go back to Africa, that shit gonna go all the way down.
And then I heard it's very, very developed, so it looks like America over there. So I can tell that by being in the airport, by the way how the airport in Johannesburg looks. So that's gonna be a place I want to stay for a while too. Istanbul airport is nice, but I liked Joburg's. Joburg seemed to have some more. It seemed to have better stores. The stores in Joburg. God damn. No. Joburg airport. Yo tengo efectivo. I like you. Welcome to my neighborhood. Yo tengo efectivo. Yo tengo efectivo. He's still asking for cash. Sorry. He's still asking me for cash after I just said I didn't have any. I really annoy him.
Yeah, he don't have no tact about himself, dude. Somebody's walking around with their kid and their wife. Turn the shit down. And you went in the same area. You went in the same area and you told the guy no. You think it's gonna turn around? Sometimes you gotta get out of pocket from that guy. Be friendly with the guy, and he'll probably tell you where to go, where not to go. The guy looked like he been in the area. He in the area a lot. Guess what? He can be your tour guide. He can tell you everything you need to know. Give him some more money. Nigga, you got it. This is the whole point. You gotta put it out there and make sure you're a friendly person, and you gotta make sure you have some kind of protection on that bottom level, even if it costs you some money. Cause guess what? In America, bodyguard work costs a lot of money. It costs thousands of dollars. Probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, because people putting their life on the line, and insurance cover costs everything.
No, I'm in Cali. Hola. They're gonna be begging the shit out of me. So Africa is next. Is that what I should do? No, gracias. There's only a few places in South America I would seriously tell you to go to. I would advise you to go to Chile, Santiago, Chile. Not right now because it's cold over there. If you don't mind the cold, then I would still go, but it's cold over there right now. So I'd advise you to go to Santiago, Chile. I would advise you to go to Uruguay and Argentina. I would even advise you to go to Brazil. You're not you do decide to go to Cartagena or go to Cali. That chick must be American. So, you'll have a good time, but in South America, I would say Nairobi. I would say, nah, I'm from Texas, man. No tengo efectivo, lo siento. Alright.
And he's an idiot, right? You should understand the fashion sense too, you stupid fuck. Don't wear anything that makes you loud. Wear stuff that can make you blend in. The shirts they have, you wear them shirts. You go into stores, you wear them type of shirts that they got on. Don't wear loud ass Puma shirts and shit and think that they're gonna think that they're not gonna sit here and ask you for money because they're gonna think you got money. Nigga, you have to dress the part in order to go in there. White boys know how to do this shit better than black dudes. Black dudes go to places and they think they can shit on the old locals. Nigga, and then they look at them, they getting robbed and shit.
They ought to get tired of rapping. They ought to be dehydrated from talking so much. Well, I don't get upset. I mean, they are annoying. I don't get upset with them though, because if I was to get upset, I'd be upset again in another 5 minutes. So we might walk around for like another hour. We need to find somewhere good to sit down though. Let's see what's down this way. Maybe you find a good spot to sit down at, and then from there we'll just chill for a minute, cause I ain't gonna be walking around this motherfucker all night. I ain't going to the club either because I got on the tank top. Hold on. I have on the tank top, so I'm not going to a club.
Also, your boy Austin Holloman actually showed that look shit don't matter in other countries, because women like different guys, and they're not impressed with good looking dudes. By American standards, your boy Austin Holloman can pull women. I seen women say nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with him. But the fact is, a lot of women got different types of things. There's women out here that like soccer players, and soccer players are not big dudes, and they're not impressed with big muscles. Like I said, I'm gonna break it down in the next video.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I don't want to go to a club. It's either only gringos or it's only prostitutes. Either one. I haven't really been anywhere in between. I think I already showed this on the video.
I'm probably gonna end this with after the dude when he get checked, because I looked at half of the lives, and really it wasn't nothing in there. He's just saying dumb shit. But it was a good nugget to like until he got checked.
Yeah, we've already been down this way, huh?
Also, a traveling trick, a traveling trick, is to use your Google's maps to map out the areas you want to go to, and make sure those areas are safe by looking at the news in that particular country. So you know that if you're walking into a fucking civil war, then you will bounce. Or don't walk down a certain place that have gangs and shit in the area. You will know your area. This is a tip. Before you travel to any country, look at the news, look at the current events, look at all the clubs you think you want to go to, look at the women you might want to be interested in, and then proceed. Always prep.
Oh, would you look at that ass? Now they do have some good looking chicks, but don't mean nothing. How do you bring contraband in the third world countries? Get caught one time and then figure out how to not get caught next time. I think we already been down here before, right? Well, you're not gonna always get hit with a price, but because I've been with two and I didn't get hit with no price. But I think I just got lucky. Well, let me say this: the ones that you really want, you're gonna get hit with a price. That's what I think. The one last, okay, so I put up a community post where I said I fucked up. I said I fucked up last night, right? Because the chick looked good earlier in the day, and on Instagram, she looked good. In person, that shit was embarrassing. And then we were in the cigar lounge, and I've been going there all week, so the guy knows me. And then here I come with this motherfucker. Well, she came in there. So she showed up, and then it's bad whenever the owner of the establishment start looking at you like, what the hell are you doing with her? So I don't even have anxiety, but my anxiety started to kick in because I'm literally sitting thinking, okay, who else saw me today? I knew they was writing in the comments. They said that somebody said, oh, you should have also just go and see her and wear sunglasses. I really should have did that. I really should have had on sunglasses.
And in his later live streams, he talks about incels, which he make a good point. Other countries don't have this incel bullshit. Even Japan don't have this incel talk because it's prostitution. They make sure that their men are sexually satisfied. I don't see a lot of countries sitting there talking about incel, and they don't go engage that you can't get no bitches. They make sure their men is top of the line. Hey, you can get some, you can get some, you can get some. Every dude at the bottom level, the mid level, and of course on top can get women. They don't make ugly women in some of these countries, or ugly women by the ugly standards of in America. The ugly women in other countries are considered above average in America. Just put it like that.
So then, this other black American dude walks in with a badass Afro-Colombian chick. I mean, she was like a solid 10. Like, no, there was no doubt about this shit. So I'm starting to not like him because he making me look bad. So here I am with this. Here I am with the phone call before the lotion. And then he walk in showing out. So he making me look bad, so I don't like him. I ain't gonna lie, I was a hater yesterday. I didn't like him. And it wasn't I was hating him, I was hating the situation he put me in. Yeah. And people was, I told you guys whenever I was setting up the date, I was like, man, I don't even think I want to fuck her. So then, she was like, yeah, you know, I'm hungry. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't know, like, I didn't spend some money at this spot. Even though I don't want to, I probably need to get something out of it. So, I need to get something out of it. And so we went to a couple spots, they was all closed. And then we ended up going to McDonald's. She ate her food like a savage. Like licking her finger every 3 or 4 seconds. I was like, this is like low quality behavior.
And you are a low quality guy. Why are you talking shit about women in their own fucking country? How stupid are you? Didn't you not learn any? Didn't this nigga not learn anything from what happened in Brazil?
I don't like I don't like being told. I mean, I don't like bad table manners, especially from a woman. Especially for a woman, I don't like bad table manners. So the way how she's eating her food is very savage-like. I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck is she doing? Yeah, exactly. Like, she ain't ate nothing that day. You in my YouTube video. My YouTube, you. Oi, mais cedo é 4 horas. Tu? No, fui. She doesn't understand. Tu não compreende. Tu, depois, a pessoa habla. Ah, eu vi tu no YouTube. Oh, mais cedo. She doesn't understand. So anyway, So I was talking to Kings, and I said, man, we on a date right now. This motherfucker is biting his bro. I literally want to throw up just thinking about how disgusting that looked. Whenever I say y'all have bad table manners, I say y'all eating like dogs. She was really eating like a dog. Oh, it's so disgusting. I literally could. I swear to God, I could throw up right now. I could have threw up. But I was telling my mom what happened. And she was like, Austin, you've been complaining this whole time. It's time for you to go. I said, yeah, but these incels want me to stay another week in another city. So, I'm like, he said you worried about the wrong.
Now he throwing that incel word around too much. when he's almost nearly an incel. If he would have stayed in this country, no matter if he looked like he looked right now with the haircuts and shit, he still would be considered incel. Because women have access to greater looking guys. They have access to greater looking guys at 13, 14.
Wrong shit.
Oh shit. Know what kind of bitches you fucking with? Would you go to Jamaica or any Caribbean island? Yes, I would. No, the thing is, the chicks, I had upgraded the chicks that I had been dealing with. Even when we got to Bolivia, we know the chicks weren't as attractive. But when I got back to Paraguay, I was like, nah, I gotta balance that shit out. I gotta get something real good. And I did. And I did in Cali too. And I did in Medellin too. But when I came here, I think I'm just on the last straw. Whenever I came here, I'm just like, nah, I'm through with this shit. He said we incels and you dealing with threes. Now she wasn't that bad, but the shit just makes me want to throw up. Right? It's not. It's every smell of food that I see. It almost makes me want to throw up. I don't think I need to eat for a couple of days. He said you got little game, not stoic enough on the inside. Nigga, I'm going to see a therapist so I can stop being so damn stoic. This is why you need to do these dates, for the experiences and be able to tell us about those dates. No, I got enough fucked up dates that I went on in the United States. I don't need to keep fucking up abroad. I try my best not to go on fucked up dates. I don't need to experience this shit. I done already experienced it. That's why I'm over here. That's why I'm outside the country in the first place. Now shit, yeah.
And that's the plus. That's what I was trying to tell y'all about. You don't have to experience fucked up shit in America because it's gonna be 10 times worse and you gonna waste a lot more money. You can go overseas and deal with fucked up dates, and it'll be a little bit of money out your pockets and a little bit of time wasted. But you will have an experience. You can get, as I said, 10 years experience overseas in a year or two. And you can just be done with it. Over here, it's going to take 5 years and even worse. You're going to be older. You don't got time for that.
Yeah, anonymous
shit does just happen. Everything ain't going to always be good. But I ain't finna purposely put myself in those situations where I feel like something might go on. So, I think this is my last night here. We're gonna fly to another place. I'm always saying dudes are pulling more than me. No, I'm not. Because I done pulled a lot of chicks. The thing is, I'm getting, I can get it, you know. But it's just, I want shit to be my way, and that's another way to sum that shit up too. I want shit to be my way.
And with a mindset like that, you sound like a black woman. Black women go to every country and they think that the culture is supposed to bend to their will. They go to Asia, they think Asian dudes supposed to respect them and this and this and that. They go to Latino, they go to a Latin country. Oh, where? Yeah, they supposed to speak English. They go to a white country. They supposed to think, oh, I'm American. This and this and that. He sound like a female.
And if it ain't my way,
it's the highway. And again, that's why Brazil is number one, because Brazil was my way. That shit was perfect. What they got? That's the one I should have been born in.
Brazil isn't perfect. Brazil is not perfect. It got some of the most beautiful women in the world, yes. But it's not perfect. Dude, if you was born in Brazil, I don't know if you would survive. Especially if you was born in certain places. Woo! With the kind of I don't think you would have this personality. But in Brazil, yeah. Yeah, I don't think you would be ready for Brazil.
All this adapting and shit, I'll adapt for a couple of days.
Then
After a while, that shit gonna be annoying because that's not what I want. Should I go straight or should I go back this way to the right? This way to the right or straight? Oh, Kenya too. I forgot about Kenya. Kenya was my way too. So go to the right. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, my true home is Brazil. Because everywhere I go in the world, I compare it. I be like, okay, how was my experience here versus the place that I love? Okay, it's... Hey, we're not filming you. We're going this way.
¿Por qué grabas?
Oh, we can't be right here filming.
And they seen him because he was walking around in circles. So he looked suspicious and he didn't understand what he was doing. If somebody see the same dude with a camera, they're gonna get suspicious. He didn't understand that. So now they checking him now. Now listen how he do it. And the girl's asking him shit, but he don't know what she's talking about.
So which way do I need to go then?
I don't care where you want to go.
Well, I'm just saying because it sounds like you know which way I need to go. So which way do I need to? Because I'm a. Well, let me ask you though. I'm a tourist though.
Oh, fuck that shit.
So which way should the tourist film?
He said, "Fuck that shit. I don't care. I don't care. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, they don't care. They don't care. He don't know how to get himself out of trouble, man. This shit is funny." Oh, man. This shit is great.
Dash it. You tourists, because you don't need to be filming anyone around here.
Okay, look. I'll turn it this way so I feel myself.
You don't need to feel nobody around here. Yeah. They sick of your shit.
You're not filming yourself. You filming yourself.
No, I said I'll turn it this way so I feel myself.
Stop that bullshit. Now film yourself.
Yeah,
Now you film yourself before you know film yourself.
yeah, that's what I said. I said I'd turn around.
¿Qué pasa esta marica?
Alright, we'll go.
Está grabando a todo el mundo.
No, he just no, that's why I asked him. I said, which way do I need to go? Because if I'm gonna keep bumping into people, they're gonna say stop filming. I'll go the other way.
Mi mamá me está diciendo, ahora se lo hago. Hable con José.
Another reason why I don't like Colombia. We are in a tour zone full of Americans, and they say, "Oh, stop filming, stop filming." What's going on?
No, dude. They are going after you because you was walking around over and over and over again, and you looked suspicious, and you didn't understand that I seen that same thing over and over again. So why the hell are you sitting here acting like you didn't do this problem, and instead of you just moving the fuck on? You went into a country that you don't know nothing about at all. And you say you don't like associate with people, and you should have had somebody with you. That's the reason why somebody there should be with you, so you know not to just be turning around looking suspicious.
See, there goes
some more Americans. So here's what we'll do. We'll go back to the other side. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go back to the cigar lounge. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That boy had my heart beating. He had me fucked up. And he was trying to walk closer, like, bro, what the fuck are you gonna do, bro? You weigh like 60 pounds.
Buddy. All he had to do was bring out a gun or a fucking knife and slice your head off. Or slice your neck. In these countries, the favor is a knife. Especially in Colombia. They'd rather use a knife than a gun. So you try something, that neck, your carotid artery is going to be spraying out like a faucet. And you're going to be dead. Those guys don't play around.
But second, we no, I wasn't engaging. I was asking for advice. So like for example, let me tell you why I said we're in a tourist zone. This is the clock tower. This is a tourist attraction. Here's the thing about the clock tower. You go to the tourist attraction, and you film the tourist attraction like any other tourist would be, and then people in your ear say, get off, stop recording. That's why I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't like this shit. Yeah, I did handle it well. I didn't get out of line. Well, I should have. I didn't cuss him out. What's going on? I didn't raise my voice at him. But I was at the end of the day, I was genuinely asking for advice. Okay, so since you said you don't want to be filmed, where else can I go where I'm not gonna see motherfuckers that's gonna say that stupid ass shit to a tourist? You working in a tourist zone and you mad because a tourist is filming? Shit. One thing I can't stand is a sorry ass nigga. Anyway. Let's yeah, you know what? I might start doing the opposite with my content. But y'all saw it live. He got my adrenaline pumping though, man. That shit had me. I probably didn't look like it, but I was actually kind of pissed off. He said stop talking shit to locals.
And mind you, he's saying this right now after he left. Cause he ain't gonna say that shit in the dude's face. Yeah. So this is your boy. It's your boy Austin Holloman. Passport scammer. Y'all keep supporting this dude all y'all want, man.